Hi, good morning. Today's video is about Mars exalted and Mars debilitated. We know that Mars is for confidence and it's about your courage to face anything difficult, like any challenge, capability of taking any challenge. So if you say I know this person who is having Mars debilitated and person is very confident and very bossy and but your description does not suit with it, that Mars is meant for confidence, because if it is meant for confidence, then exalted Mars should be having high confidence level and debilitated Mars should have low confidence level. So exalted Mars is very thrashy and bossy and debilitated Mars is very ill confident. No, you are wrong. Exalted Mars, I have seen many exalted Mars. None of them are bossy or thrashy. Exalted Mars are actually quiet and they keep their composure, although it depends on other planetary position also. But they maintain quite a composure, and exalted Mars is definitely very confident but not bossy or thrashy. If you have one or two exalted Mars or Swakhetri Mars in your friend list, I'm not talking about Swakhetri Mars today, one or two exalted Mars in your friend list, you are blessed. Why you are blessed? You are in any kind of trouble, they will go up to any limit to help you out of that particular trouble. If they think you're a good friend, sometimes they think themselves as a soldier, and sometimes you're not that a good friend or just casual friend also. They try their best to help you out from the trouble. Now with an example I will make you understand. So this is a real example, but I'm not revealing the profession, so that if I reveal, then I don't want any of my clients to get exposed that they have done this or that. So two clients, one both with exalted, both with Mars in ascendant, both have Mars in ascendant. One is having exalted, another is having debilitated. So that debilitated person, and both consider as having same profession. Yes, actually they are having same profession. They are warden of hostel. So two wardens of two hostel in a different city, one is having debilitated Mars, another is having exalted Mars in the ascendant. Now the exalted Mars one is very famous for being very helpful and successfully brought up the kids who are residing there. And debilitated one is also there. Debilitated Mars always push themselves much, to achieve something. So exalted Mars might not be thrashy or bossy at all. They are just confident. Confident does not mean they will push themselves. They are comfortable with any height of trouble. And debilitated Mars will push themselves to achieve something out of a trouble. Achieve something out of a trouble means, if you have exalted Mars friend and you are in a deep trouble, you need some help, they will come as escort. Same can be done by debilitated Mars, but debilitated Mars will go up to certain different level. Means debilitated Mars shows that they have a very important position of Mars in the ascendant. They will push themselves. They might not be confident at all, but my friend is in trouble, so they will push themselves up to a certain level for helping in a particular work in which they are not experienced, but they will try their best. So about exaltation also, I'm talking exalted Mars in ascendant also. There is like one view, you know it very well, Capricorn Mars is exalted, but there is other view of astrology also, that Mars in Leo is also having a very high position or second exaltation point. So two organizational head means two hostel warden. One was having debilitated Mars, and once upon a time, two of the kids fought. One slapped the other slapped back the first one. And very surprisingly, that first one hit the second one with a very heavy thing, and the second one immediately head was broke, the skull was broken, it started bleeding, but immediately he also did something to the first one, and one of the boys fighting died immediately. Another of the boy was bleeding heavily and took some hours to die, but that person did not dare to immediately call police or immediately take medical help, because this person is having debilitated Mars, because he was very scared that his organization will be banned, and if police comes it will be locked forever. Eventually both the boys died. That person did not take any of the responsibilities. Naturally, he has not hit anyone. Two of the boys hit each other and they got injured, and one died immediately, another after a few hours without any medical attention. Now, this person started living in depression. That it happened in his or her organization, and he couldn't stop it, neither he could help it. So gradually after this incident, he started getting sick more and more and more. Started taking more alcohol, started taking more non-veg, and yes, debilitated Mars are addicted to non-veg. Debilitated Mars is addicted to, sometimes addicted to alcohol, sometimes addicted to both alcohol and non-veg. Exalted Mars, I have seen not many, but 5-6 exalted Mars I have seen, and means in Capricorn, none of them are non-vegetarian. I have seen those 5. All of them are vegetarian and very much against alcohol. The same thing happened in the organization of that another person who is hostel warden of a particular hostel, where two boys started fighting at night 11 o'clock. One boy hit the other boy hit back the first. Now what happened? One of them fainted. Another boy didn't dare to inform it, and made him lie on the bed as if he is sleeping. And next morning, hostel warden and the other people of that organization came to know that the first one of the boys fainted and he was unconscious for that such long time. What did they do? They took that boy immediately to a good hospital. That hospital rejected. After that, another hospital, that hospital also rejected. Now the topmost hospital of that city, and the doctor waited for 2 days, although the first and second hospital did not admit that boy, because he was unconscious more than 10 to 12 hours without any knowledge of anyone elder in that organization. The boy who hit him, he called his parents and went back to home. Now this person is having, this hostel warden is having exalted Mars. And this hostel warden immediately spent 6 lakhs of rupees for surgery of brain. And after a few days of surgery, the boy started improving. Now, both the wardens are my client. And when I spoke to the first warden and asked him during healing, I have seen few things which are very negative, that one of the boys could be saved and you haven't tried even. So that man did not answer. I asked him that you have done something wrong, so you can send that boy's family a compensation amount. Don't, if you don't want to even expose yourself, like you have not hit, but as a warden, it was your responsibility to take step immediately, which you didn't. So anonymously also you can help the family, because they have lost their son. He did not do that. I asked him to become vegetarian because he has done something very wrong, and help that person's family. Neither he became vegetarian nor he helped that particular family. And due to sickness only, mental depression you can say, and some physical sickness also, he succumbed. And the second person who emptied bank balance, each and every penny from the bank, and emptied the fixed deposit and everything to save that boy's life, while she was not responsible as a warden, because boys fought with each other. But this person did this much, and after few days the boy started improving and showing different levels of consciousness, and moving the limbs, moving the head, trying to open the eyes, and all these things. So you are blessed if you have someone with Mars exalted, because if you are in trouble, they will help you immediately out of the way. But I have seen Mars debilitated people also helps others, or they can take it as a profession to help others out of their trouble. But they actually are flashy, bossy, because they lack confidence and they need a lot of effort to gain confidence. Bye. Have a nice time. Until next video.